future, talk radio will actually educate, inspire, and make you think. The future is now. Topics and music that affect your life from Universal Broadcasting Network. Tune in at ubnradio.com.
Plus this. Hi, welcome back to Plus This. I'm Kathy Deach.
And I am Eva Tingley.
And I just want you to know that I have finally put the Facebook Live in front of me ready to go.
Oh, good job.
So I'm already seeing people watching, so thank you.
Thanks for watching,
yes,
guys.
you're all popping up.
I was
really
just cracking
appreciate.
myself up at when it was like, plus this. I was like, meow,
meow, meow.
meow, meow.
For sure. We're excited today because we are going to be talking about our hair.
Oh, we're talking all about our hairs.
And about how we met somebody who has like a real cool philosophy that
It's really different
Very
compared to
different.
anity else that I've ever met who does hair.
me too. And I think that it is so like simpatico with how we feel about
How we're so witchy poo and
Yeah.
weird like that.
but also like about how you are in the world and how to just like leave yourself alone.
Yeah.
Like it's a lot. Anyway,
We'll talk
more
about it.
You'll see an interview and everything. Couple of interviews.
Yeah. Well,
How
just
about
one
that?
long one.
Yeah, and we also got that Books for Better Living article
posted.
out. So if you haven't read it,
I mean, and like literally we were like, okay, 2,000 words. We have a limit here. Kathy, we got to cut it down. Cut it.
keep chopping away.
Oh my gosh. And it was really hard because there's so much to unpack. We could have like literally written such a long article that we were
Absolutely.
like, okay, but what is the nuts? Like, what are the nuts of what we're trying to get to? So
Yeah, and also like let's keep it to the title. Like we kept having to go back to the title.
Right.
Like, what would you say to people? What would you say to people? What would you say to people? Like over and over.
Right.
What
We're
is
like,
the
we want to go.
advice?
We want to go all the way over here and explain this whole thing. But no.
Yeah.
We're talking about how do you talk to somebody?
Yeah, but last week we did talk about a lot of what we didn't talk about in the article, so you could totally look that up too if you want.
Yeah,
and last
you can-
week's show was great with Rosa.
That's right. And you can find it on our website, or you can listen to it on iTunes or SoundCloud, all the places.
YouTube, wherever,
Our
wherever
website,
you're comfortable. Right here, they're here.
plustheshow.com.
On Facebook. You're on Facebook.
Oh, they're
right
on
now?
Facebook all
They're
the
on
time.
Facebook, yeah. Also, I mean, a couple. This is like a mishmash of a show, guys. Honestly, I think that Eva and I have probably cried more this week than any other week
my
where
God.
we've known each other.
Seriously.
and we've known each other just over a year. So it is what it is. But I feel like I for certain have been like majorly emotional reading all the stories from the Me Too hashtag
Yeah.
and realizing like my own powerlessness in the world and feeling like I don't have control of things, and then the things that I think I have control of I really don't either. Anyway, so it was a real sensey week for me, and
The Me Too campaign is really. I mean, I had somebody, like a close friend of mine, post Me Too, and another close friend of that person wrote, out your attacker, and I was kind of like, oh my gosh, it was like, and then they did, and it was actually ended up being cathartic for her, but. I was like, but that's like, you're defeating the whole point of the campaign. The campaign is, I believe you.
right. I don't need proof.
Right.
Right, and
But she like listed everything that had ever happened to her since she was like 3.
wow.
And it was a lot. And it was heartbreaking to read. And I was
Yeah.
just like sending her so much love because I can't. I mean, look, I feel like every woman has experienced it.
That was really the point.
Yeah. And in whatever realm you've been in.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, it was definitely touchy for me too, like just to read those things and to see how many people. And
Yeah, I had a conversation today about something I didn't even think about. So a friend of mine's a dancer, and she went to a dance school in a very small town in New Jersey, and they had like a friend of all their families take their headshots, as kids, and he molested all of them. And they all, of course, being little girls at the time, didn't talk about it until they were teenagers.
And like, oh, hey, this thing happened. Oh, me too.
Yeah.
That's
Amongst all of their dancer friends. Ha ha ha. Let's get drunk at the bar and this comes up.
And then you're like,
now this is happening and all of them are like, the town is so small that if we start talking about it, he's dead, but the wife is still alive and she's friends with all of our moms. So how do I get my mom to understand that happened? And that, like...
But the wife shouldn't be held accountable for his actions.
Absolutely not, but they still can't look her in the eye. I mean, they still can't look that woman in the eye.
But she didn't do anything.
But I think that if she's in the house where it's happening... as a child, who cares? Like that happens to you as a kid. Like who cares? Like you don't have the gravity of knowing that one thing is different from the other,
right?
You know, and so it still would affect. You know, look, even in my family, like it affects people,
sure,
you know, in different ways. And there's a generation that really doesn't want to deal with it. They never dealt with their abuse. They're not interested in talking about it. But that was like a level I didn't even think about why she's resisting posting something about it. And I just really feel like it's just made me like really sensitive to things. So the point is, guys, that we picked a bunch of random topics today because everything felt so heavy. But guess what? I'm sure these will be heavy too.
Well, the first one certainly is this woman.
You found that story.
Yeah, this woman posted a bad review about an experience that she had at a hotel. And this is like in a small town in England. Mm-hmm. And the hotel responded by fat shaming her, like telling her she should lose weight. Like that was...
But like called her up on the phone, right?
Oh, maybe I missed that.
I think in the article, like he like called her because they had her number because she stayed there. Yeah.
So I missed that. I thought that it was like a response to the... No. I thought it was like a response to the review.
No, I think that's why it was the most shocking thing. It was a response to a review, but he like was like rung her up and was like, you need to lose weight anyway.
Well, because being fat is the last acceptable thing that you can be biased against. I mean, I don't even know if she had to lose weight.
Right. We don't even know
what she looked like. But like, that's the thing that you can say to somebody, and it's a jab.
Yeah. No matter what, even no matter what she looked like, that's still the worst insult you could say.
Yeah.
Yeah. And guys, we have a picture up of the place, and don't ever go there.
Don't ever go there. Don't ever stay there if you're.
It's some small town, black something. Who cares? Screw those guys. I dare them. I like kind of want to put my phone number in there and just like see if they call me. Oh my God, I would love. Right now, I just want to fight everybody. I just want to fight them. I want to punch them in the nose. So I would be so happy to go off on them right now.
Kelly's like, oh, you call me. You call me and you tell me to lose weight. And I'll give you a piece of my Delco mind. Whoa, I just pushed all these water bottles away. In my Kathy channeling.
I know. I do throw things. It's true. And so there was this other thing that happened. Ashley Graham posted a picture of eating a slice of pizza. Whoa! So it's news.
I know. Like... she has never posted something like that. You know what I mean? She's always posting these like glamorous, beautiful pictures of herself, right?
Yeah.
So it was something that was like shockingly different.
She's in a crappy t-shirt.
Yeah, she's like sitting on the floor on like a low table, like eating a piece of pizza joyfully, I might just mention.
Yes.
She's very thrilled about it.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, I think we have the picture.
Yeah. She, you know, it, and then of course people are like, is this okay? Do you have problems with it? And of course not. But also,
wait, but like,
why
do you have a problem with her eating food? Like, what is the problem exactly?
I don't know.
Like, so is it the problem is that she's a fat girl eating food? I mean, she's not fat. She's, this is like my whole other thing about Ashley Graham. Cause I'm like, she's like a skinny person on top and like a pear on the bottom. So that's like a whole other thing. But I don't even understand what the problem, like, do you have a problem with the mess that's in, like, I don't understand what the question is.
I think that there's always feelings around women eating food. I think that we project onto food in general, men and women, that food is either bad or good.
Sure.
Like, she's being so bad, she's eating pizza. You know, like, it's like there is such a moral judgment on food. So then adding a girl who does not fit into the societal norms of what a skinny girl should look like to that scenario is also like, is it responsible to, like, I say this all the time about acting jobs, like, can I please have an acting job where I'm not eating in the scene? Because I feel like that is an easy trope to go to. That, of course, like, I'm going to be nibbling on a chicken leg in this scene, right? Or eating, like, grapes uncontrollably, just, like, one after the other. So I'm laughing because, like, in real life, I probably do that, especially with the grapes. But you know what I mean? Like, there's this vision that we have all the time. And I even went ahead and Googled plus-size woman eating. And literally, it's a whole bunch of stock photos of a girl that just has like a too small of a shirt on, forcing her stomach out.
I think we have a picture of it. Yeah, you guys are looking at it now.
With donuts.
If you're not watching, go watch back on our show because the pictures, or Google it. Google plus size girls eating.
Yeah. So amongst her eating all kinds of crazy donuts.
Because that's all plus size women eat.
Yeah. And then you have like the in-between people who are a little bit heavier and they're eating like celery sticks.
Because that's the only way that they would be eating in the pictures because they're trying to lose weight. Like, look at me, I'm doing good.
So I just felt like that was really interesting. And I just did that literally as an experiment, like what would happen. And it literally is donuts. So I think that it does matter. I think that it's great that she posted it. I think that Instagram kind of allows you inside people's lives if people
that's
dare
what
to
you're
show
right,
them
if they do show that, sure.
And that's really great. And we should see her eating a pizza. Like, yeah.
I mean, because pizza is delicious.
It is delicious.
It's the best.
And I wish that it wasn't like such a layered issue. You know what I mean? Like,
well, and like you and I have talked about that meme that we saw. There was a meme where there was like a thin girl and she has like a giant cheeseburger. I'm not kidding. It's like this big. It has like onion rings and barbecue sauce. And I mean, it's like a giant cheeseburger.
Like, I want to say it's like a 2 pound cheese.
I mean, it's a giant. It's giant. It's like this. She's just like, trying to eat it, right? Anyway. And the whole joke is that she's a thin girl eating this burger, and it says, "This is my dream girl." But you show that same burger or even a smaller burger in front of
smaller burger,
like just like a regular. It could have been a McDonald's cheeseburger in front of a plus size girl, and it's like, ew, how dare she? She needs to go run.
Yeah.
So it's like you want a girl who eats, but you don't want her to have any
like
size
magically, like magically, like those calories. I want a thin girl who eats, and the calories magically disappear through her.
Or
magical
she works
thin...
so hard to be able to eat that giant cheeseburger.
Yeah,
by doing heavy
barfing.
Barfing is really what it comes down to. It's the saddest thing ever.
Maybe.
But that is a thing. Like that is a thing that certain people want, like associate eating and fat people. Like they don't even want to see it.
Yeah. It's true. It's true. And when you do, it always has an angle. You know,
like it has to be you're eating something healthy because that means that you're.
I know very few girls who will go out on a first date and not eat a salad.
I saw a girl post on Facebook, and she was saying how she was at work. She's like she's a plus size girl, and she is like the receptionist at a doctor's office, and she was eating her lunch, which she said was like chicken and broccoli and carrots, and like the husband came over and was like, "Oh my gosh, your lunch is so healthy." And she was like, "Yeah, this is what I always eat." And he was like, "Oh, that fat's gonna melt off in no time."
What?
And she said like her she had all the emojis of like the The like shock face.
Bulging eyes, yeah.
Yeah, because she's like, this is how I eat all the time. I'm not
Yeah.
eating this so that I lose weight. This is what I
Yeah.
want to eat.
I literally ate that today. I literally ate brown rice and broccoli and squash and some chicken.
Yeah, but they probably think that that's their first day of eating that. If anybody saw you,
If you like.
they'd be like, girl, it gets better.
Steamed chicken, actually, you get used to the taste of it over time.
Hashtag it gets better dieting. Not that you just could possibly look
Like
the way you
that.
do, and like
Well,
that's just
and that's how and it tastes good.
Yeah.
Like I like eating that. I don't have to be like talked into eating that. It's effing delicious.
I know, but there is a stigma there,
No, for sure.
and the weight bias, which you should take that Harvard quiz. That
we posted it on
we
our
linked
article.
it in our article, the Harvard quiz. And there's a lot of Harvard quizzes. Like you can see who you're like more biased towards, like gay or straight people. Are you biased towards trans people? Are you biased towards Donald Trump or Bill Clinton?
Right.
There's a lot.
I'm
There's
sure
a lot.
I'm very biased in one direction.
I'm telling you, it can be shocking.
You were shocked.
I was pretty shocked.
You were pretty shocked. It's very true. Should we talk about Linda?
No,
when
let's
we
take
come
a
back.
break.
Let's take a break and then we'll talk about Linda.
Take a little
Guys,
baby
I'm
break.
reading you. I'm reading it right
Kathy's
now at the
looking
break.
at all
We're
the
gonna come back.
links.
So make comments. Plus this. Stay tuned.
You know that 67% of American women are size 14 and above.
You mean they look like this?
Yeah, girl.
So then where are we in television and film?
And where are we in fashion magazines and clothing stores?
Yeah.
So we want to help out entertainment and fashion and media.
Catch the F up.
Topics get hot. We want to hear what y'all have to say.
And they will get hot.
Absolutely
I have
true.
a question for you. It's
Yes.
kind of like a dirty little one. So if you had to do a love scene with somebody else famous, who would it be?
Oscar Isaac?
Oh, love how I asked you that and you had an answer like right away.
We sang, we laughed, we cried. We
You
actually
gotta go
didn't
back.
cry.
No, we didn't cry.
We didn't cry.
Everybody should be able to be seen in, I mean, maybe not every single campaign, but let's try to include it in as many campaigns as we can.
Witchy poo, we told
We're
you.
just putting it in the cauldron for
We're
you.
gonna get the candles.
Yeah.
People are having sex with us. We need to show that we're like part of this society, and being sexual is part of that.
Absolutely.
So tough titty, you're fucking uncomfortable.
Watch a fat girl love herself.
Applause, applause,
But just us.
applause.
Just us.
Applausing.
Applausing.
Thanks.
So good.
Plus this. We're back.
We're back.
And I'm kind of mad that we don't have a promo with our new hair.
Oh my gosh, right?
I know, we got to get new clips because it's
We need
like,
new claps.
We need the claps.
We need a new promo. Who's doing it for us?
But let's talk a little bit about where we were when we were going in.
Oh, you mean my natural ombre of like non-doing my hair?
Because you waited forever and ever because like we really had to like work things out and like make sure that the moon was in the right cycle.
Oh,
and
I
Mercury was
mean,
out of retrograde.
yes.
Linda is an astrologer, guys. Linda Kammins, who she really loves astrology and she like does business that way. So
She really like wants everything. Like she would prefer if everybody got their hair cut. Oh, well, that makes sense. The week of the new moon.
which is why she's so busy.
That's why she's so busy this week.
Yes.
Yes. Because today is the new moon.
It is. It is. So I was going through changes. I've always had things about my hair anyway, but like I was in like real dire straits. Like it was knotted all the time. It was so long. There was like all this buildup on my scalp, which I'd never experienced before. It was like a holy hot mess. And
And you have a lot of hair.
yeah, I do.
Like you have a lot of thick, luscious hair.
I mean, it was not luscious. It was like a bird's nest when I
It
went
was
in.
like, yeah.
It
Which,
was
if you watch the live video, she's just like beating up
She
Kathy
like,
with this.
murdered me.
Yeah.
She like murdered. If I could have been murdered by hairbrushing, I would have been dead. So, but I have a thing with my hair anyway. Like, I remember one time I had gotten my hair highlighted when I was in a Broadway show, and they wanted to keep my look the same. And the guy who did my hair put like real chunky, it was like 90s. It was like real
those like
chunky
big
blonde.
chunky blondes.
And
Yeah.
the people who were, you know, in charge of keeping the show the same were like, no bueno, you got to take them out. So then when we fixed it, my hair went back to one color, except for it was way darker than my actual hair. And I had like a mini nervous breakdown, Eva. Like it was not normal. And me and my friend Roz Brown, who I love so much. Hi, Roz, if you ever watch. Hello, I love you. Her and I had like a heart-to-heart about it. And she was like, look, I get it. Like, she's like, there's something about like if your hair and your makeup are fine, then you'll be okay. And I had this whole breakdown with her and cried. And I was like, I'm the fattest person in this building. And I'm so aware of it. And like, if my hair doesn't look good, I flip out because I don't feel good about the rest of my body. So after that happened, I sort of like would notice when like big girls had like their hair and makeup done, and I would always like love it. You know what I mean? Like, cause I like, there was something I understood. Like there was like some kind of understanding I came to. Anyway, so I always had like a thing about my hair anyway, because like my shoes could be fierce, my hair could be fierce. You know what I mean? Like my head and my toes are good, you know? So I was relieved, but also nervous because I've only had one guy ever who really cut my hair well, and he's in New York. So, hi, Michael. So it, you know, it's been hard since I've been living here for years to find somebody. And you kept swearing by her, and I was like, I need to meet her. I gotta find out.
And I was like, so let's meet her. Let's make it happen. I was like, make it happen. Let's go. Let's go.
I need to have a real heart-to-heart about how I like my haircut.
I know. And Linda was so gracious and like listened to all of your concerns and was like, your canvas is amazing. Let me play with your canvas and your garden of hair.
She doesn't have that accent.
I know, but I want
you
her
guys
to.
are gonna find out.
But she kind of has that vibe, you know, like
She
it's all
definitely
like
has that vibe, and she is from like, I feel like she's kind of from Gypsies, but like, is she like Italian or something? She's like from.
No, I thought she was French. I don't know.
We can't figure it out.
We
She's
can't
like
figure it
very
out.
gypsy though,
Yeah.
like in like the best way.
Yeah, like the best, yeah.
So we're excited for you guys to see the interview with her and our hairs after and before.
Oh, yeah, our hair before is a thing.
Someone was in major resistance.
I wasn't. You'll see. You'll see. And then we'll take there's like a little baby break in there, and then we'll come back and you'll see the finished product.
The results of a blowout with a Dyson blow dryer.
Oh my God,
I mean, that's a great. We'll talk about that.
We'll talk about that after.
Watch this plus this.
Hi guys, Plus This is back on location at Linda Kammins Salon. So excited to have her here to interview her all about hair and what she feels is the best way to take care of it.
She's gonna do all the things. She's gonna do all the things to our hair.
I obviously have not been doing what I'm supposed to.
No, Kathy's hair looks great. My hair, I'm not even taking it down.
You're gonna take
I'm
it down.
pouting. I'm pouting.
You guys have amazing hair, amazing potential. We're going to see a real change in the
Potential.
Well, it's only going to be a 2-hour difference.
Right.
We're talking about from now, 2 hours from now.
Right.
Woo!
Well, so
You know,
you'll have
so-
to
We
follow
have to
us.
see her hair.
No,
Yes.
No, but you will.
you'll see it. You'll see it when we do the
She's
Facebook
being so vain right now.
I'm not being
Weirdest
vain.
way.
It's really greasy looking,
The
guys.
thing about both of you,
Saving
you
you.
have amazing hair. You both have amazing hair. This is
Aw.
going to be such an easy thing for me because I'm used to dealing with people who have hair issues, and that's definitely not something either one of you have.
Oh, we don't have hair
Yeah.
issues.
What is the biggest hair issue that you come from?
Hair loss.
Oh.
So hair loss is what a lot of women are dealing with, and I do have a method and a means to helping people to restore their hair. Because my concept is that hair is like a garden. Okay, so it's alive. It does have feelings. The way we talk to it makes a big difference.
Oh. So stop telling your hair that you hate it, Kathy.
Exactly.
Then stop calling your hair greasy.
I mean, it is greasy though.
I mean, you wouldn't talk to your garden that way. So the way
That's true.
you
And don't talk to
your-
my plants.
Yeah.
I'm like, you're beautiful. Keep growing. Go, girl.
Hello.
I totally kill my plants.
Oh, that's
No.
true. You do. Kathy's like a black thumb from hell.
Well, your hair hair doesn't show it.
No, your hair doesn't.
Better garden with my hair.
The garden of your
And
hair.
you'll probably be a better gardener when I'm done with you.
Okay. I bring it on because I need all the help I can get.
But
Peanut
Linda
butter
does
and
amazing hand painting of hair.
Hair painting is really great because it's done freehand, it's done with enzymes, so they're plant enzymes and they help to lift the hair. And you're going to get highlights. Each individual strand of hair is like tree bark, you know, so if you were to look at it under a microscope, it would look like a tree. So when you're using the traditional methods of peroxide and bleach, it kind of blows the bark off your tree, you know, so when you do a hair painting, you do it freehand and you're doing it with the movement that the bark grows naturally. You're not disturbing the virgin quality of the hair, and you're not disturbing the integrity of the hair. So it comes out with a lot of elasticity and beauty, and it maintains rather than some of the traditional methods of pulling it through a cap or wrapping up in foil, to me, is damaging. So you're going to see it because the proof's in the pudding. When they're done, they're going to be glamorous, gorgeous.
Woohoo! I don't care that it's fall. I want to look like I was out at Santorini all summer.
If you had like one thing that everyone at home could do to their hair that you wish, or something that you wish they would stop doing to their hair.
Well, stop washing so much. Start washing with a good shampoo. Of course, I recommend my own because there's a lot of nutrients, and that's the whole idea, is to feed the hair because it is a garden. You know, but what people do is use detergent shampoos quite too often, and then the people with curly hair will be using like gels and things like that in their hair, and actually suffocating the hair. If you did that to your plants outside, imagine what would happen. So the idea is to get the elasticity back, to get the virgin quality back, get the texture back. Hair is a living plant. It's a living substance, and the beauty business kills it. Overwashing becomes an issue because you're taking away all the natural flora of your scalp. You want to bring back the natural microbiome of the scalp. So I find it really interesting because in France, it's all the rage. You know, they are learning to grow their hair back by going an entire month without shampooing.
Oh my God, I would be a greasy. You would like be able to like just go like this and like fry an egg.
Well, I know. I mean, it could only happen for people. I had a client who did it, but she says, I'm a writer. I'm home all the time. I can just wear a hat. Nobody will know. And it actually worked. So we're American. We're not European. We like to be clean all the time and all this kind of thing. But it truly does work. And for more information, get a hold of me and I'll tell you the details.
Come see Linda. Come see Linda.
Definitely.
Yeah.
She's right.
And if you're not in LA, make a trip out here. Or you can buy their products online, right?
You can buy the products online. You can email me direct and get information. I'm going to.
And your website
doing,
is lindacammins.com.
Yeah, Kammins. But anyway, I will have a video blog soon. People can get all these
Oh, great.
details. So.
Oh, that's so good.
Yeah,
That's good. We should probably get started.
Let's
and
do it.
you'll
Let's
see
do
the
it.
results later, guys.
Yeah.
Stay tuned.
Yeah.
Voila! Look
I
at
think
us.
she just tried to say voila.
Yeah.
I said voila.
Voila? What language is that?
Voila!
Voila. W-A-L-L-A.
Guys, I just got my hair painting done and it's so pretty.
Look at this color right here. I can't even stand
pretty.
it.
A little baby
It's
wisp,
so pretty.
like
And
a-
guys, I'm a blonde again.
You are like a legit blonde. And we've had a week to use all of the products and everything. And I was a total virgin, so it was.
Kathy called and was like, "What do I need to do?
What do I need to do again?
How do I do it?
Which one am I
How do I-
on? Is the shampoo that be on? I have to do that one, right? Shampoo and conditioner. She's like, yes. And I was
Because
like,
it's different. It's different than what you're used to.
no. And I shook until all of that shampoo was diluted.
That's
like
right.
there was no little brown in the bottom because
Yeah,
I
yeah,
got the
yeah.
sweet herb. So I was like, oh, it took forever, but it was so worth it. And it's faster than my usual shampooing because I didn't have to do too much to get it out. So thank you.
Yep.
It's like a whole new world.
It's hair gardening, folks. That's what you
right.
guys had. Hair gardening.
We've had lots of treatments done. Oil treatments,
Yes.
electroshock therapy. We'll tell you all about that some other day.
Maybe I'll tell you on the actual show.
It's called the Violet Ray.
Oh, Violet Ray, that's
Violet
right.
Ray.
Which sounded like electroshock therapy.
Yeah.
But definitely the brush treatment and my scalp is like a totally different place. Like it's in a totally, completely different condition.
Yeah.
And just knowing that.
And you've gotten so many compliments over the last week.
Oh,
like,
no.
so
Like,
many.
I've told everyone to come here. Like,
No, it's amazing.
And
it's a different experience because we were talking about how you can't smell any chemicals when you're here.
No, you don't recognize it as a salon because it doesn't have that terrible chemical salon smell.
Right.
Because you do stuff so
Because it's an
natural.
alternative way to do it. So
Yeah.
you have to know what you're doing to do
Because
it.
it's Linda Kammins Aromatherapy Salon.
That's it.
But I just had it on my head, guys, when she was painting, and on my head it did not smell.
Right.
That's kind of extraordinary if you really think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be abusive. It can be a beautiful experience to be beautiful. And there you go.
I love it.
And let's continue on with our lovely astrology.
Oh my gosh. And so if you guys don't know, Linda also will do your astrology chart.
Sure.
If you give her all your information.
Yeah, like we did.
Which we did.
It's just a snapshot, but
yeah,
you know.
she gave us other information, but this is like the coolest information that she's going to tell us
Right.
about me and Kathy specifically together.
And how we connect.
Indeed. Where they connect is that their North Node and Venus is together. This is Kathy on Eva's, which is Kathy's North Node is connecting. And so the North Node is what you've come here to do. And it's connecting with her Venus, which is making an aspect to the moon and Chiron in the 4th house, and then Kathy's moon and Mars is there. And just to tell you what that means is that they've had a past life together, and what they're here to do together is to heal women. And they have a profound amount of capacity in this chart to do just that. So you guys are indeed listening to the right ladies.
Yes!
I have goosebumps. I just like
we were destined to be put together.
Oh my gosh, we're gonna be the white fat Oprahs taking over the world, taking over the
We're
world.
not gonna wheel our fat out on a wheelbarrow.
We're just gonna be
fat, and it's all good. It has been such an amazing, delicious morning. I can't believe I have to like continue my day. I just like want to like chill out all day now.
I know.
So guys, you might want to like plan a day when you come here because you'll be so blissed out. Like you should go to like nature. Like I want to go to nature.
Yeah, and just be like
Yeah.
fabulous in nature.
Yes, like, let me be
Just, like,
nature with my
glamorous.
hair. Glamorous.
Well, after the oil treatment, you can feel the slightest breezes now.
Yeah.
Yeah, right? Like you can really feel your scalp.
Yeah, no, it's like a whole, and it's not a tightness at all. It's like it is breathing.
It's breathing
It's like
because
it's-
it's
yeah.
all natural ingredients that went on you.
It's
all
amazing.
nutrition for your gardens.
Yeah, she like gave us fertilizer and
Yeah.
trimmed it down,
Yeah, trimmed the
painted
trees.
it beautifully, painted the bark.
And you
Yeah.
also have all these amazing aromatherapy oils, some that are based on like earth and fire and water
So
and
it's
air.
the 4 elements.
Yes.
Yeah, and so you guys are putting the elements on your body, and it's going to attract you. Like if you're putting water on, you're going to go with the flow a lot easier. If you put fire on, you're going to have a lot of passion. If you have air, it's going to be easier to think. And what do we have left?
Earth.
Earth. Oh, Earth. Oh, Earth.
Earth, you're just gonna like
Earth is the
pound
most-
it out because it's real sexy.
It is
It's
sexy.
real sexy, guys.
I didn't read that one because I didn't see that one.
You didn't
But
take it.
apparently she has everything she needs.
I'm just
You guys.
think
You know,
clearly
it turns
and
out.
go with the flow sexually, guys.
It just turns out that way.
Yeah.
So that's part of
The
our
gift from
chart
Earth.
as well. We have a sexy chart, guys.
Yes.
Yes, I
Very, very sexy.
Yes.
indeed.
Thank you so much again.
Oh,
yes.
Please go
Awesome.
to lindakammins.com and visit her right in, is this technically Beverly Hills or West Hollywood?
This is West Hollywood, or considered West Los Angeles. So,
Yes.
Yeah.
So she's right in the center of everything. It's easy for everyone to get
It's
to.
right on La
Look forward
Cienega
to meeting
Boulevard.
you all.
Yes.
And yes, and tell her that we sent you. Like
it.
that's what you have to do
Right.
for sure. Because
Amazing.
we're really bossy.
We're bossy. You have to tell her, otherwise she won't be as good.
And we'll be really mad.
Right.
You won't get the special.
You
treatment.
won't get the special plus this treatment.
Thanks so much, guys. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
It's not the natural beauty products in your life, but the life in your natural beauty products. Linda Kammins Aromatherapy Salon, lindakammins.com for happier, healthier living.
Viola Day Davis.
That's Kathy saying, voila, 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 Viola Davis.
Voila.
Viola. I was like, I don't know what this girl's saying here.
I felt like that's what people did in cartoons. They say voila.
No.
Voila.
Voila.
Yeah.
Voila.
Voila. Look, guys. It's getting there. I did curly today. I was just talking with Eva about
this
how...
is Kathy Deach. Kathy's like, my hair has never looked as good as it looked that day. I was like, oh, so like, have you been like doing it? She's like, oh no, I don't blow dry my hair because my arms get tired. I'm like, you don't get to complain that your hair doesn't look like that if you're not willing to do the work of blow drying it.
I just don't know because guys, she like literally Linda is like wash it twice a week, which is a big change for me.
Oh, it's a very huge change for me.
Yeah.
Like I want to wash my hair every day.
Totally and completely. And by day 4, it's like I'm smelling my own head. I need to get a shower.
She's like,
to wash this.
What's that smell?
I'm like, it's been 100 degrees today working with the kids, teaching
they're
them
like,
musicals.
all the kids are like, do you know,
Miss Kathy kind of stunk today.
Stinky. I got near her hair and her head is stinky.
So
Stinky Kathy.
So when I do the 2 times a week when I do wash it and it comes out curly, I'm like, oh, I love it curly. But now I don't know, like if I wanted to have straight hair tomorrow, do I wet it and then blow dry it? Do I just try to blow dry it?
She has
this way?
like a conundrum of what to do.
I gotta ask Linda.
She has to, yeah.
We're gonna have to go back. I'm going back.
But I'm gonna tell you guys that my scalp has never looked better since starting working with.
We mentioned the
Linda.
zapping, but we didn't really go
Yeah,
there.
she
in the
uses
video.
this thing that. Well, no, we didn't talk about it in the video.
Right.
She didn't want to video it for some reason.
Yeah.
Whatever. It's called a violet ray. It's Nikola Tesla's invention, like original invention. And my skin was in the back of my scalp, like just on the bottom, was really dry and kind of just disgusting in general.
Kind of like eczema, right?
I don't know. I've never been diagnosed as having eczema or psoriasis or anything, but just my doctor was like, yeah, you're just going to always have that thing. So the fact that she's been electroshock therapying my head, and it's been like literally so much better.
I watched it. I watched her do it, guys, and I was like,
no, and it's like it's such a weird thing because you wouldn't think like, oh, I'm gonna go to my hairstylist and I'm gonna get an electric shock on my head. And literally every time she's doing it to me, someone's like, what are they doing to her? What is that thing that they're doing?
That's really funny. I just want you to know that my sister said the reason why I say voila is because that's how my mother says it.
Oh, well, see, your mom, when she spoke to me, had her regular, like, official voice on. So I don't believe that.
I wonder how my mom would feel about this shocking. But honestly, your scalp looks totally and completely different.
Oh, totally. Like Peter was like, it is so
oxygenizes it. Is that
yeah?
what it
So it puts ozone into it, or ozone comes out of it. I don't even
is released.
know.
She doesn't really know. Guys.
I don't really know. I'm just going.
It's very
with it.
Frankenstein-y. It's very much like
it's like literally, it literally has like a purple light that comes out of it, and it sounds very freaky, and it's a little bit like hurts but feels good. It's like
she's just figured out that she's kind of an S&M girl. She never knew.
It's really not, but I really like that weird feeling. It's like a really, except not when Linda does it. Linda puts on the extra shock, and I'm like, oh, too much.
Safe word.
Her assistant.
Red.
Yeah, her assistant, potato. Her assistant Toby does it, and it like feels good. Like it hurts, but it feels good. And then Linda comes over and like changes the thing, and is like, like she like likes it. I'm like, it's like too much. But
you did it for a long time.
Like
the
10
first time.
minutes.
The first time
you can only do it for 10 minutes, 10 or 15 minutes.
It was a long time the first
But
time.
it's supposed to be amazing for your skin, for your everything.
Dude, she's like a vampire.
I mean, she does it on her face.
She looks like
I'm going to buy one at some
aging,
point.
and she's not had any work done.
No, right, yeah.
That's
she's beautiful.
what's crazy. So, guys, I like thank you so much for commenting. I'm wondering how y'all
I
feel.
heard that Anne-Marie was like, oh, take me when I come out there, but I want to see a plane ticket, proof of purchase.
Proof of purchase.
I'm calling you out, Anne-Marie.
That's really, really funny. So there's a couple other things that we were talking about. Halloween is upon us.
Halloween.
And a lot of very cute plus size costumes out there. I saw a Little Mermaid one that I thought of you.
I know. And, you know, the Plus Bus has been, they created
just a Halloween extravaganza.
Yeah. And but they created a mermaid costume that they were selling.
They made it.
Yeah.
They have like a bunch of, they have like their own like annex of costumes. Yeah.
I mean, I usually go for like gypsy, pirate, wench.
That shirt
It's
you
like
have on right now is very pirate
It's very
wenchy.
pirate wench. Totally just gonna put like a vest over this and a skirt. And
I
good
kind
to go.
of like, because my dad's a costumer and I grew up with like the best costumes in the neighborhood.
I can't even imagine. People probably thought that you like bought it and then they were like, no, my dad made it.
Nobody thought we bought them because they looked like someone from the Mummers Parade made us costumes.
Oh, well, so
like
there you
I
go.
was Cinderella when I was little. I had the blue, like I look like Cinderella. You can't like, yeah.
Do you have a picture of it? We got to bring it next week.
Yeah. Somebody does.
I have a picture of me being Rainbow Bright where my mom made me a Rainbow Bright costume and I was like my most favorite. I don't even know what happened to it, but it was like my most favorite because I loved Rainbow Bright.
Well, making costumes is really fun, and that's kind of like what we ended up doing when we got older. Like my brother Denny was Gumby when that was on Saturday Night Live, and literally it was like completely out of foam, and it was like on Saturday Night Live, like that Gumby.
Oh my gosh, amazing.
When I moved out here, got to go to a real fancy Hollywood Halloween
party.
And I decided to be a black-eyed pea, and I made like a huge pea costume out of foam with like green felt and
just
painted
like
on
peas, like pea,
like a
just
pea,
urine
like
pea.
like eating a pea. Green peas.
P-E-A,
just one
not
giant
P-E-E.
round pea. Like a Fruit of the Loom pea. And then I had a black eye and a little cute leaf hat that I made. And I made it all myself, and I was never so proud. And then
you've never, ever, she was like, I've exhausted all of my
whatever,
costuming.
Halloween. I have a friend, Monica, who invites me over to give out candy with her kids in her neighborhood.
Oh, that's fun. So my sister let me know that she got a catalog in the mail that she was like, oh, Eva, I think this is yours. And her husband's like, oh, no. It has your name on it. And she was like, what? So we were cracking up about some of the costumes, and I want you to guess to see if you can. So, because they can't use like the actual Disney princess,
right?
So or the character rather, it's not always a princess,
right.
So I want to see if you can guess what they are.
Okay.
So magical student fantasy lingerie costume.
Dirty Hermione.
Yes, good. Hermione, good. Sleepless fantasy princess.
Sleeping Beauty.
Right. Dragon sorceress fantasy lingerie costume.
Is that what's her name from Game of Thrones?
No, my sister thought so too. No, it's Maleficent.
That was my first thing was Maleficent, and then I was like, oh.
And then there's Poisoned Apple Princess.
Yeah, Snow White.
I mean, they are amazing. Can
you show us a picture?
Yeah, these are all. I mean, it's kind of like risque, but.
Oh, are those supposed to be costumes?
No, they're fantasy
underwear
lingerie things, but they do have costumes. Okay, so Foxy Fairy Tale Cutie.
Wait a second. Are you going to be like with the Violet Ray in one of these outfits in your bedroom later? Is that what you're trying to tell me? What's the Foxy one?
That's the one I was dying, and my sister could not get. Nobody could guess it because it's actually not. Shouldn't be Foxy. If Foxy would be like maybe closer to like Little Red Riding Hood, but it's not. It's Belle. It's like a Belle costume. Can you see that?
What are we doing right now?
I don't know, but some of them are really funny. But the plus size ones are really not cute, in my opinion, personally. There's one that's cute. The plus size Delightful Hatter costume.
Oh, Mad Hatter.
Yeah.
That's actually really cute.
That's cute. Yeah.
I could do that.
But then there's like plus size Bad Dreams Babe. The hell's Bad Dreams Babe? I'm just showing Kathy these. Bad Dreams Babe. I don't know. It's very strange. They're They're not very cute. I mean, some of them are kind of cute.
I mean,
but the
they're
ones
not
the one that I like
negotiates.
love is this sexy lion costume that doesn't come in plus, only in standard.
Bitches.
Ugh.
Just catch up, Yandy.
I mean,
Catch
honestly,
up.
Yandy.com.
Figure it out, Yandy.
Get your things together.
Okay, the last couple minutes, we have a couple more things. So, we've talked about this show on here before. This documentary, called Fatitude.
Fatitude,
And it's actually having a screening here in LA.
I know, because they were doing their premiere in Brooklyn, and we were really bummed that we couldn't go.
Yeah, I know. And now it's here. It's at the LA Femme International Film Festival.
Yeah, that's hard to say. LA Femme.
I had to read it
Film
to make
Festival.
sure I said it right.
And the festival is going on from tomorrow until today?
The 22nd.
Till
And
the
their
22nd.
screening's on Saturday at 4.
Yeah, so if you want to go
If you
check
want
it
to go
out.
downtown. Yeah, you can go.
I mean, it's not really
there.
down. I mean, it's like, yeah. Okay, anyway.
It is. It's on Olympic. 1,000
No, I know,
Olympic
but
Boulevard.
I mean, it's not downtown in the sense of like New York downtown.
This
whatever.
is the way. This is the world of LA.
Whatever,
Anyway,
whatever.
It is called the downtown area.
Yeah, it is.
And there's a couple of contributors that we have known and loved, and one of them is the woman who created the Haze community that we talked about,
Linda Bacon, which is so great that her name is Bacon.
It's just like meant to be.
She's Dr. Bacon,
Dr.
and she has
Bacon.
created the Health at Every Size community,
Exactly.
which I love.
And their Facebook group is really amazing, by the way. If you're having issues about food, like I feel like it's kind of a great way. You know, I think a lot
The
of people,
Haze group,
the
you
Haze
mean?
group,
Yeah.
yeah. I was just looking at it the other day. There's like a lot of I think people go, oh, I'm not as bad as that. Like I don't have an eating disorder. I'm not puking after my meals. I don't have an eating disorder. I don't take laxatives.
Right.
However, in the Haze group, if you're having trouble with food in any capacity, it's a great place to talk about it. And there are professionals in there too who will help you. And I was just visiting it today, and I just think it's really, really great. So I'm glad
And that's
that
on
she's part of
Facebook,
that.
or that's on the
It's a Facebook group. If you look up HAES community,
Health at Every Size.
but it
it's
shows up on,
HAES, yeah.
on Facebook. It's a closed group, so they have to invite you. But after you request, they have to accept it. But it's really great. It's really a safe space, and I think food is tricky. It's just tricky, and whether you
and it's
see it
the
as an
one thing
addiction
that you
or
can be
not.
addicted to that you can't stop completely.
Yeah,
You know,
You
you can
have to
stop
eat.
smoking. You can stop doing coke.
you can stop drinking.
Oh yeah, you can stop drinking. You can stop doing all that. You cannot
why?
stop eating. You have to eat to survive.
Yes, that's true. It's true. And it's very tricky and it's hard. And some people don't feel comfortable calling themselves food addicts and whatever. But if you have issues with food, is a great place to go. And that's obviously anyone can do that. But Fatitude's happening on Saturday. Go see it. Also,
And if you go see it, tell us about it. Tell us what you think about it.
yes, for sure. Blow us up. Blow us.
Blow us up.
Yeah.
And if you're New York too, they're having a screening in New York too. So go check it out.
I'm sorry. I saw one of the comments, and your sister was like, "Hello, magazine swiper." Yes,
I
stole
did
it.
swipe it.
Stole it. And there was one last thing. The Militant baker, who's awesome, Jess Baker. She is doing this clothing challenge
In October, which
In
we're
October.
kind of like behind on this, but
We've kind of already done them, though.
I gotta tell you though, I was
I've gotten
really
riskier with my fashion choices.
yes, but some of them. So like some of these are not like a bodycon dress for me is like okay, whatever, I'll wear it. With a real tight spank. But like bold prints and stripes, like I
It's
wear
literally
that.
called Wear What Scares You Sunday October Challenge.
Right. So might just be what scares her. So like what would scare me would be like a mesh outfit with pasties. That would really
You're searching for the word pasties,
yes,
Eva.
yes. I'm like, what are
looking
this?
for pasties?
What is this thing
But you could just wear like a really pretty bra underneath that.
Yeah,
I
but
did that.
still,
The first day
mesh,
I did
mesh.
that with that. Remember that baby blue shirt that I wore?
Yeah, yes.
And had that hot pink bra underneath.
Yes.
Like I wore that to the
To
Trader
teach her
Joe's.
children. Just
No,
kidding.
I wore it to Trader Joe's. I said, "Hey kids,
Here my dance.
you like my push-up?" No. I did not say that. But I did go to Trader Joe's in it, and I was like feeling myself. I thought it was very. We did a Facebook Live.
Oh, we
video with
totally
it,
did.
and it was
and
hot.
that was the one where I ripped off my shirt, I think. Remember that one, guys? But there's just things that like really would make me uncomfortable, which is like sheer is like she says sheer everything. That kind of makes me a little bit like, whoo! Like I want to be like my inner Beyonce to come out and be like wearing like a bodysuit and something. But
I have gotten things because I've watched other girls do it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, that's how you rock that look. You know what I mean? I just got a Zealy for She dress that is stunning.
Which is your obsession?
I'm finally bought something from there, and I could afford it. And it is literally...
And I haven't seen it yet, guys.
It's literally like lavender crochet lace. Like, it's gorgeous. But you have to wear something underneath it. It's really kind of like a coverall.
Maybe you should be wearing like your pink push-up bra with a pink underwear and just that. That would be Sunday challenge.
I probably would not want to do that because I would rather hide.
Wear what scares you.
I would rather hide that I like bras and panties that look like my skin, which is not hard because I'm so white.
Well, what would scare you guys? Let us know what would scare you. Like, what would be the thing that you'd be like, I can't wear it?
Yeah.
Like short shorts.
Tag us on Insta. Tag us on Insta at Plus the Show if you have something you're like, I'm rocking this poon poon skirt.
Yeah, tag us in the thing
with a crop top
you're
off
like,
the
I'm
shoulder.
so scared of wearing this, but I'm wearing it.
Yeah,
do it. Show us.
Yeah,
I'm trying to think what I could wear on this Sunday that is like, and wear it anyway.
We'll find something sheer. We'll do
is it this sheer? No, crop tops is this week.
Oh, we can get a crop top.
I mean, but see, that makes me uncomfortable to have a belly out.
We'll have to figure it out.
You know what else scares me is like seeing like the fat belly line in your clothes. I don't like that, but I feel like I might need to just challenge myself and challenge the world around me to look at my fat belly.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard because in pictures, we talked about this earlier, like in pictures, I'm way judgier than when I'm actually wearing it.
Yeah, if I'm out in the world, I'm like, yeah, I'm like killing this.
Yeah, I'm killing it. And then if I see a photo, I'm like,
you're like, how did I wear it out? How did I let myself?
The lighting was really that bad. I thought it was darker. Anyway, guys, we're sick of being silly.
No, but guys, next week we have... Say it.
Marcy. I can't say your last name.
Marcy Guevara.
Say it again.
Guevara.
Guevara?
I'm pretty sure it's Guevara. It's Guevara.
But she's awesome. She's one of the Plus owners, and she's the bomb. And she's going to be here with us. So come back next week. Plus this. Thanks for spending time. Bye.